Hey, what's up, guys? Back again with the 93 Integra project build. I'm gonna try to make this quick. I haven't put up an update in about a week or two. I've been working on the car and getting frustrated consistently, but I'll just make it quick. I got the e-brake or parking brake. I got that set up, so that's good to go. The starter I thought was failing, so I took it out. I rebuilt the starter. Still seemed like it was failing, so I put the new terminals on and wired up a ground from the valve cover to the support, T support. But yeah, where the headlights go, wired that up. Car started up phenomenally, runs fine. It is hesitating and like shutting off, but I think that's because everything is wired correctly now and I don't have the intake on. The vacuum hose here isn't hooked up to anything, but when everything is hooked up, the car runs perfectly fine, no issues. Um, the exhaust I did fix. I instead of doing the DNA headers that I had, I showed you guys the headers that came with the motor, I believe, the 4-1 headers. I actually sent the other headers back to DNA and got a refund because I was explaining to them that they didn't fit. There was a piece like missing, like 6-inch gap, and they didn't understand, but they were reasonable. I got a full refund back for the headers. I did keep the test pipe, and I had to cut a flange off of another set of headers that I had down there. I just cut the flange piece that goes to the test pipe or the cat. I cut that off, welded it up with my new Harbor Freight welder, which you guys should all pick up if you've never welded before and would like to. It is a lot simpler than it seems, and definitely get yourself this helmet or the red one because it has the auto darkening. So get one, try it, and you'll like it, and you'll be just welding random stuff. But, safety first. Get yourself a pair of gloves. Always wear the helmet, and just make sure you're not like holding the ground here and holding the welder in the other hand because it will arc a weld right through you. Not weld, but it'll arc through you. You'll become that connection piece, and I don't think can withstand that kind of heat, so we'll leave that alone. So things that have been fixed. I got the piece for the throttle cable. That's one. So that's good. No more screwdriver in there. Radiator I have plugged up. A little DIY way. JB Weld random bolt. Plugged up. Great. Radiator fluids in there. It keeps going down, which is good. So it's slowly bleeding. I don't know if that's the best way to do it. I know they have this bleed bucket, but I'm not spending all that money right now. I'm just trying to get the car operated operational on the road. So I fixed the brake line. I tucked or relocated the uh, fuse box inside the car that's sitting where the glove box is, but my interior isn't fully together. The intake I mocked up, it fits perfect. I just have to slide the battery a little to the side, which is where it sits stock. Or I'm going to get power wire and actually relocate the battery into the trunk. It'll just clear up some engine space and then I don't have to worry about, more wiring in the front. It'll just be wired through the back and everything will be good. So yeah, I put that ground on because I thought I was having a starter problem. Good thing I didn't order the starter because it runs fine now, starts fine. Um, I found the VSS, which is the car's speed sensor that goes into this piece and the transmission. I haven't put it in yet because I am lazy and I like to clean up rims instead. So I cleaned them up. I got some aluminum brazing rod or welding rod. I have a small, slow leak crack on the rim. Yes, you should probably take it to a professional, but professionals learn from doing things, so that's why I do things. And yeah, I'll learn from that. I It's like $170 for the actual piece that goes with this welder to weld aluminum. So I will be getting that soon because I believe it's very important. But other than that, yeah, I reflared the brake line. The brakes work fine. I bled them. I mentioned in the beginning that the E-brake setup is good. I would do a startup in this video, but it's like extremely cold and I don't want to have to wedge myself in the car and try to hit the gas and all this at the same time. And I tried doing that, recording the same video before. The video ended and then stupid things happened and I don't know why, but so I'm just gonna keep this one super simple. If you have any questions or need any info on anything that you've seen done to this car, leave that in the comment section. If you are not subscribed to this channel, um, click that subscribe button. If you would like to, have the notifications, you could click the bell. Soon I will be test driving the car. One thing you guys have to remember with projects is deadlines. Usually you don't meet deadlines, and budget usually gets spent over. So those are two things that I've learned through this project and other projects with dirt bikes. You'll be like, I'll be done in a month. It'll be like 4 months. You'll be like, I'll only spend $150, and then you spend like $400 or $500. But it's all for the love of building and driving, I guess. But yeah, so that's what's done to it now. It's a lot quieter with the exhaust. It does have that fart can sound because this is a 2¼ inch exhaust that goes to a 4 inch muffler, and it has some rasp. Like, it's not insanely horrible, but it's bad. Like, my friend who's not really into Hondas heard it and he's like, that sounds cool. And I'm like, yeah, you think it sounds cool, but to people that build these cars, they're like, don't do that. That sounds like a racer. It sounds horrible. It's not cool. Your car is slow. When your car is slow and sounds like a fart can, it's even worse. So yeah, so I'm gonna be getting a actual. I'll probably splurge a little bit on the muffler, maybe just a little bit, just to get something that sounds decent. I like that deeper throaty sound, you know. But yeah, so other than that, I have to actually replace the bulbs for the blinkers because the front ones don't work. And I have to fix the horn. I made a little DIY, well, not DIY, Teggy to do list. This camera's not focusing, but just it's just things that I have to do. In the end, it's like you see the full detail and cleaning. That's like end because I'm at like the end of this project. I mean, technically, I'm at the beginning because it'll be a running car. Then the project will actually start, but that we'll talk about in another video. Well, I mean, we could talk about it now. I'm gonna do a turbo setup, just something simple so that I can keep the motor stock until I have enough money to rebuild the motor. Hashtag tax return. But no, I will be rebuilding the motor for turbo that's in like the distant future, but the car should be turboed this year. Let's get the wheels on the ground and rolling first. But I went through the gears. The gears work, reverse works. It sucks because now I'm looking at the duration of this video and I'm at 8.5 minutes, and the other video literally just shut off and stopped at 6 minutes for some reason. So I had to clear some stuff up. But yeah. So I do have to clean some of the wiring up. If you haven't noticed, the wiring does look different, and that's because I got rid of all the ABS wiring and relocated the fuse box, as I said. And this side, all I did was pull this wire and zip tie it to the side. And it's like, looks nice, looks clean. The bird's nest, I got to get rid of because not all of it, but a lot of that wire is just little pointless things. Not pointless to everyone. Some people like those wires. You make sure you check the wires because they do go to miscellaneous switches and stuff inside the car. But a lot of that stuff I'm not going to be necessarily running on this car, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, so what else did I have to go over? Yeah, I had to do the same body work that I said I didn't get to because it's extremely cold and I want it to be a little warmer before I start doing body work and anything paint wise because it hasn't been anywhere near 70 degrees. I mean, maybe it's been like 60, but one good day, and I didn't know in advance to do it and get it all done in one day anyway. But other than that, I did I was like, I put the car in gear and I noticed a rattling sound. Guys, make sure you check if these, let me see if I can find a light, because this is something stupid that a lot of people miss too. Make sure you check that the bolts that go in these two spots are actually there, or else you get that wobble. I mean, the wobble will obviously go away when you bolt on your wheels, but just have the bolts in there just for safekeeping. I ordered a kit for that. I just haven't put them in, again, being lazy. I have to actually stop with that laziness stuff, because when time comes for me to drive this thing around, I got to be on top of all these little things that I keep saying I'll do and then don't do. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I should be getting some more content soon. I think my one of my friends is getting a car also, and I told him, hey, bring it by. We'll do some. I don't know. I need some more content. I'll definitely have a ton of content when I'm driving, because not saying that I'm reckless, but I'm like one of those guys, like, if I'm driving legally, if I have my license and all of that, like, don't rev your engine next to me, because I don't care if I have a rust bucket, I'm gonna run you. Like, that's just how I am. Like, I mean, I'm smart and I'm safe about it, but I could be driving a stock, like, fuck, I don't know, just some stock piece of shit car, and someone comes next to me and revs their engine, I'm gonna run it. That's just, I don't even. I mean, it's just some people are like that. I was riding a CRF 50, and for all you guys that know, that's a very small bike, and I've seen like bikes next to me that I know will beat me, but hell, I'll pin it in third to see what your bike can do. Like, I just do it for the fun. Like, I really enjoy racing. I'm very competitive. I've never actually raced like a ton of cars. I've just, cars driving on the highway, cars next to you. You guys look at each other and, kind of get on the gas. But this car is definitely going to be all out. This is my first actual build. I don't know if I'm going to run every race, honestly, because just like I said, I'm very competitive. I don't like to lose. So if I hear some spooling sounds under your hood, you ain't going to embarrass me on no damn highway. Well, when my car's making the same sounds, yeah, then we could do it. But no, I mean, little pulls and stuff I'll do and stuff like that. Like, little like stuff to be funny. Like, I like comparisons between different cars just to see, who has the top end, the bottom end, and whatnot. But yeah, in my next video, which should be in about a week, I should, don't quote me on this, but I should be pulling this car out of the garage and going up and down the road and putting it back so that there's not tickets on it before it's actually street legal. But I will be doing that, and I'll probably bring the phone with me. Maybe I shouldn't, because that's not smart and it's not legal. But maybe just to record, I'll prop something up for the phone to be in, and you guys could hear how everything sounds. Um, yeah, next video, the rim will be fixed. That's a promise. And it will be back on the car. And I should be pulling out of this driveway. And hopefully all goes well. Wish me luck. Like I said before, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, leave that in the comments section. If you're not subscribed, click that subscribe button. Thanks for all the people that do actually watch and comment and like these videos. It makes me feel a lot better. I actually get some sleep when I know someone watched and liked my video. No, not really. It feels good, to see people out there that are actually supportive, because I see people with thousands of views and then barely any likes. I always like it. I wish I could like it more, because they deserve it. Some people really put a lot into recording these videos and keeping you guys in tune with what they're doing. So, if you guys respect the video, give it a like or a thumbs up. If you have a question, don't ponder on it in your head. Ask the question. A lot of these guys are really cool people that'll actually get back to you. Some of them you could even DM on Instagram, which I've done, to ask stupid questions, but I got answers. So thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace.